Welcome to Pagan Crafting. I'm your host, Kara. Today we're going to be looking at Mercury Retrograde spells and divination, with a few ideas for spells, but mainly focusing on rituals today. Some mundane activities due to some magical activities, divination, journaling, shadow work, even some tarot work. We're going to have some fun today. I'm also going to be providing a PDF download for a Mercury Retrograde tarot spread that I've designed, and I think we're going to try it out today and see how it works. We're going to have a little bit of adventures, a little bit of field trip today while we collect some magical items for a Mercury Retrograde. Let us explore and look at things in a different perspective today. Join me today on Pagan Crafting. Mercury Retrograde. Oh my goodness. There's got to be a silver lining on every cloud. There's got to be a silver lining when dealing with the Mercury cloud. It comes every 88 days for 3 weeks. Not once, not twice, but a few times a year. Yes, my friend. So we know that it's coming, so let us be prepared for it and not just be so shocked and, oh my gosh, that it's happening. Write it on your calendar. Get it written down. Be prepared. And let us go over some different ideas that we can help combat the stresses of the retrograde. Now, the Mercury retrograde can really affect anything from technology. So you know what? Take a break from social media for 3 weeks. Have a little reset. That's cool too. Now, there's different things that we could do to help reset ourselves while our technology is taking a time out. I definitely noticed from my other channel, Absolute Tarot, when I was downloading videos for the Mercury during the Mercury retrograde, it would take like 4 to 6, 8 hours or more. And sometimes it should only take 15 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on the length of the video. It would take forever, and sometimes I would have to restart it or upload it again. People are waiting for their videos, and I was so distraught. And I just have to just like, nothing I can do about it. Be prepared. Give yourself more time. I did not do that, so I was always trying to catch up. Mercury retrograde is going to be involved in communication. Wear yellow, be yellow, think intellect, think things that go with the Mercury color. Mercury also represents Wednesday. You may want to do some Mercury magic on Wednesdays with the color candle yellow. So there's different little correspondences that we can all put together. Different ways to, let's say, honor the retrograde instead. Now, many planets go into retrograde, not just Mercury. So there's different ones, different things you can do for other planets, and we'll get into those in other videos. So one of the first things that you can do is light some incense. You can create a protective space of incense that also helps refocus your thoughts on what's important. Use the power of the scent to attract luck in this stressful time. Incense can protect, cleanse, and banish negativity. You can choose the right incense for the right job. Gathering moon water and clearing your space. Mercury retrograde is a time for reflection, but it can also be a time of messiness. Don't let your space become filled with chaos of the retrograde. Cleansing your space will have a magical effect, and yet actively you can do it every time. Cleansing every day is also a very witchy practice. You just have to decide on how you want to approach the process. Different spells that you may want to work with or create are protection spells, as well as spells for communication. Now this one is a spell to communicate with the dead for the ancestors, but this could be a time to communicate with others from the past that you need to rework or revisit. You also may want to work with spells of patience and tolerance, empathy. Some of the candle magic that you could work with too is different colors of yellows. I have a light yellow and a gold. If you don't have those colors, you can work with white. You may also read the candle wax as well as reading the flame. This is outside, so it's a little harder to read the flame. But we had some wax later on we got to work with. Now another thing you could do is a spiritual bath using cheesecloth, rolled oats, different herbs, fragrances, and essential oils crushed up together in the bath, mixed with your favorite scent, will create a beautiful milky bath. Putting it in the cheesecloth will save all those herbs going down into your drain and clogging your drain. The Mercury retrograde, which we usually do not know about, is a time to slow down and relax. It is a time to meditate. Meditation is a powerful tool that can help you get through the madness of the Mercury retrograde. You can meditate on your purpose during this time, or meditate on positive energies that will bring you through the next few weeks. Meditation is one of the easiest ways to cope with stress and to recenter when the world seems to be falling apart. That means Mercury retrograde is a perfect time to try to meditation to clear away any negative energy. Meditation is, with good reason, to have a long-term positive effects in treatment of anxiety disorders. There's so many wonderful things that it does for us. Journaling are a time for us too. Helps with having trouble with if you're focusing. You can maybe have a playlist of music while you're journaling to help you focus. Do shadow work. Shadow work, journaling, even better. It's an act of introspection and reflection, the process of writing about your thoughts, fears, and emotional responses to any events that has happened in recent times. Can also consist of reflecting on past events contributed to your current state. This is the best time for shadow work. It's because it provides you with a space and time to think about all your current issues without weighing you down. Shadow work may work to solve all your problems, but it may make dealing with Mercury retrograde even easier. Focus on flexibility. It's important to be flexible because you never know what type of high stress events are going to happen during this retrograde. Manifest a spirit of flexibility within yourself during these chaotic weeks. It is a lesson that will help carry through the rest of the year and serve you even when times are good. During the Mercury retrograde, using divination or card divination such as tarot or oracle might be a really great way for you to look at Mercury retrograde from a different point of view. What I've done here for you, I've designed a Mercury retrograde 7-card draw spread. Now the first card is, what energy do I bring to the Mercury retrograde? The second card is, how will this Mercury retrograde potentially affect me? The third, what do I need to revisit during this retrograde? Number 4, what unknown factors should I be aware of? In the inner work should I be doing? Number 5, how to rest and slow down? Number 6, and what do I need to reevaluate or rethink during this Mercury retrograde? If you wish to download a copy for yourself, join my Patreon, or you can check out my Etsy store, and there you can download yourself a personal copy. So after cleansing the house and setting the day with the incense and cleansing my space and clearing out my areas, enjoying a nice tarot spread to set the mood and the vibe of the day, we went down to the local farmer's market. We hit a couple farmer's market. I got stuck at the crystal table for a while. I decided I'd like to find some crystals to fit a mojo bag for this video. So we have found some gems and goodies here for you today. Then next we went to a Latin store where the herbs, oh my gosh, the herbs for teas. There was frankincense, myrrh, copal, dried flowers, dried leaves, you name it, I swear they had it. So I went a little bit nuts, and I definitely got a few things. So I'm gonna have a lot of blends for teas and a lot of blends for spells. Anything from hibiscus flowers to wormwood, baltherin. I may add some passion flower in there too. Quite excited about my little finds. Gonna use my encyclopedia book there to look up the magical meanings of them later. I have some myrrh and some frankincense I even found too. And a rose de Jericho, the ones that open up and go greener in about 4 hours. So in about 4 hours time, these things open up and they start to turn green, and this is what it looks like after it's open. So rocking in the vibe with this little plant here. I'm going to be shaking that in and changing the feeling of the mood of my house with a little Jericho flowering plant. So here's my little crystals that I got. Now I'm pretty excited about this. Is Duromatite. This is the stone of tolerance and tranquility. It helps promote discipline and positive attitude with patience and empathy. So definitely going to put it in my little mojo bag. Now my mojo bag, I'm titling it Patience and Tolerance, because I think that would be good for Mercury retrograde. Now Moonkite. I haven't worked with this stone before, so I'm excited. It allows for the ability to step back and reevaluate the situation calmly and patiently. Something else that is also needed during the Mercury retrograde. Green Adventure-Team. Increases patience by calming anger and irritation, improving relaxation and reinforcing tolerance and self-control. Now this is zebra stone here. Now this is from, I'm going to be putting this around my house. This is not going to be going in the mojo bag. In with some onyx here too. I thought we'd put in a grounding stone for a little extra love. It's always good to absorb any negative. And moss agate. I haven't worked with this one for quite a while, so it's cool kind of bringing it out of the woodwork here again. Represents a compassion and justice, enhancing tolerance and patience, particularly when dealing with others. So that's definitely a good one to have. So always remember to cleanse your crystals, especially ones that like for me today when I bought them at the market. It has been handled by how many people were at the market, how many energies were walking by there during the day. The people that bought them, that the vendors, they've touched them. People that they bought them from and they bought them from, and whoever polished them and collected them or mined them and found them to shipping and handling has been touched by a lot of people. So give them a lot of love and a lot of cleanse. I didn't show the cleansing in the video, but I'm sure you can find a really cool way that will especially cleanse your stones and your little biddies. So today is really about looking at self-reflection, time to reevaluate, reflect on past, sometimes be a little quieter, let someone else speak before you speak. And sometimes if we get fired up and you want to just get in there, but you know what? Let them finish. Take a breath, take a breather, come back to it, meditate, reevaluate. Well, thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. As always, have yourself an absolutely magical day. Throw me a like up, please, and ring that bell to be notified when the next video comes out like this. Take care and have yourself an amazing Mercury Retrograde.